welcome everybody to Ash's hearing.
Yes, the trial of previous board of director Aschlemmer. So the board has charged you on accounts of alting with the account Dreadful Winter and has sentenced you to exile until the commissioner believes that you have served a long enough sentence. You will not be able to appeal your suspension until after a season is over, as agreed by the board, and we will now present the evidence brought against you, and board of director Dreadful Sleep will lead the talks. So Dreadful, you can begin.
All right, hold on, let me pull up this document real quick. Okay, I have it open. Okay, so if you take notice to the explanation, as we have stated, evidence was brought to us by Aqua about Aschlemmer, Ash, as we all may know, alting the league. We have the reason to believe that he is alting due to the fact that the account was created 4 months ago in 2000. We're good. Was created 4 months ago in 2019, named Dreadful Winter.
Hold on, I don't
Yes.
mean to interrupt quickly, but Ash, is meme in the stat sheet doo-wop?
Yes.
Hold
Okay,
that till later, Carm.
Yeah,
my bad. Alright.
All right. So, but we also have, with the fluctuations of time, if Ash, if you would like to like instantly like cut back onto this, saying like give your your alibi of things. We said Ash is online, and then Dreadful is offline.
If you
Every
give me
time
times and dates, I will give you alibis.
it was all on Friday, and the Thursday through Saturday was the times that we took notice.
Okay, so on
Let us
Friday.
present our evidence, and then you can.
Okay, you
provide
just
it.
okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said every time Dreadful is online, Ash is offline. At any time Ash is off, they are both offline. I said this. I said this goes back to the name thing, as I am the only one with the Dreadful. So if that happened, this is just the coincidence part. I'm pretty sure at this point. Then we look at the relevant thing that the only friend relevant in the league is Aschlemmer. The other accounts were created at the same time as Dreadful Winter. This account also has one badge and is in random groups with the lowest possible rank in each group. You can look at this stuff in your Roblox at the account Dreadful Winter, as I highlighted in the document itself, if any of you are viewing the document at this point in time. They both have the same exact. Okay, then we're going to go to the playing styles, as they both have the same playing styles from righty and lefty, as Ash, as he played in season 6 when he batted righty. The same pitching style as Karm had mentioned, saying that he knew the rules immediately and had the same type of style as Ash. Karm, if you would like to touch up on that.
What I noticed was, Ash, do you remember when you would move around the, like rubber a little bit?
No, I have never pitched when I move. I have never moved while I pitch. That has never
No,
been a
no,
part of
no,
my style.
let me finish. I never said that they released while they were moving, but, like, just before.
I have not. No, that has never been a part of my pitching style. Since I have had a defined pitching style in season 6, I have always stood still while pitching, and all film of me playing pitcher will show this.
Okay, because what they would do is they would move around a little bit, and where you pitch is where they would end up, and they would pitch from there.
I mean, don't 85% of pitchers pitch from somewhere right in front of the rubber?
No, I mean, it was like scary identical about how he ended up and how he was pitching.
I have a idea of how that could have happened. Should they actually have been identical, I have an idea of how that could have happened, which I will present after you guys are finished.
Okay, so now, Karm, this next part within the information, ignore the new info because we already proved that to not be anything relevant towards the case. Anyway, if you go to your Karm, it is now your explanation thing, like your explanation that we put into the document itself, and then I'll go on to my next part about the transaction time period. So, Karm, go into your explanation.
I need to open up the doc because I am multitasking right now. Can you send it to me?
It's in the what's it called?
Suspensions.
No, it's in the
I found it. I got it. Alright. Alright. So, things that I highlighted that could easily be a coincidence, but what I just found was
Hey,
abnormal.
Carm, I'm going to break into this right now. If it's a coincidence, then they shouldn't be brought against Ash. I'm just going to be fair
No,
on this trial.
I,
If
I,
it has
I
to be,
know.
it has to be concrete evidence. It can't be just a coincidence.
Just hear me out on this, all right?
All right.
I need to fix my screen 'cause it's being retarded. But so when they first came up to bat, they literally just showed up. They just showed up to the game. AQ is on the mountain. We can agree that AQ is on the better end of pitchers. Um, 3 straight pitches, no more, no less. 3 straight home runs, and prior to this, the account had claimed to be Fallen Angel. I believe the account was named from
Fallen Sentinel.
Fallen Sentinel.
Yeah.
They had claimed to be the player at this point, and I just found it extremely odd for a player who was never even good in the league to play for less than a season, disappear, come back after 4+ seasons, and just immediately hit like a top 5 player and pitch like a top 5 player. Like it's
Okay.
no player has ever done that before.
That's excellent evidence that says he's an alt. Why is it me?
That's where the rest of it.
Yeah.
No,
Why would you bring it up?
Ash. Listen, that was the initial reason why we even looked into it.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm telling you that, and then the rest
So
of
then
it
why
is
are we not investigated uncomparable for being an alt? Because he's batting like
Because-
700. He's first place in the league
Uh,
right now.
because uncomparable has already explained
Did
himself,
actually-
and he's justified, and Pay can testify.
Okay.
I'm talking about like my next part into the next part. This is why we believed it was you, because we went straight into. I was talking to Doug over DMs in the VC about if I could see the audit log to see who he was accepted by and the time frame up to when he was accepted. And if you look at the timestamp, it says 3:52 p.m. for Doug. Hell, I excuse myself for this as I explained down below that Doug is in Eastern Standard Time and I am in CST, which is Central Standard Time. There is a 3-minute difference because it's 2:49. This is like before. This is before being accepted inside the group. The person asked, "Can I join a team?" This is before they were accepted into RBC. As you can see at 3:52, which would be which would be like 3 minutes after 3:49 because I have it in Central Standard Time.
I mean, for that scenario, there are handfuls of players every season who ask for offers and try to play before they get accepted into the Roblox group. It sometimes takes a couple days because the only people who really look and check is me and Doug, and maybe sometimes Carm. He could
No,
have been
I-
pending for a
Yeah,
couple
when
hours
I,
that
when I
day.
when I try to check,
About 12 different numbers. That day, 31st of December,
was the
I
only
had
accepted.
accepted about 12 members prior, about 3 hours prior, and then yours was the only one that was accepted 3 hours afterwards. And then there were none
And I
accepted for the
will
rest of the day.
explain why I accepted them after you guys are finished.
Okay, then that I put that down, and then okay, and it just goes on further into explaining anything. So
Is that everything?
you can explain yourself.
Okay, so the first thing of that I am the only relevant friend that they have. I was at so the story is, which is can be corroborated by a player. I'm not sure if he's online right now, but I was at Union Port and Dreadful Winter sent me a friend request. Me trying to be encouraging to the rookie, accepted it. A Cool Boy 714 testified that he remembered that I was there with Dreadful Winter that day. The next thing. This is my main thing, which I have a couple witnesses who would corroborate this story. I was having a tryout at the Rock Valley Cougars training facility on the day that I signed Amazing Bee Gaming alt. The people who attended this tryout included Amazing Bee, one other person that I cannot remember, and Dreadful Winter.
Okay.
Meme Man was there with me on voice call the entire time while I was trying these 2 players out, and Alex was also there. I told Alex to try Dreadful Winter out. And during this time, we were both walking around, playing, and just overall talking. My witnesses for that are Alex and Meme Man. If they could join General for witnesses, please.
Can they join RBC General? I can drag them in. But however, Ash, if I could point out to the fact as in your counter argument, you state that I accepted many people into RBC in this time frame. However, you did not. the time frame was over a day later. It was not within like per se it was 12 hours apart. No, this was like over 24 hours apart, which means you would have to sit after a while. But if you look at yours was the only one on the 31st.
No, I'm not saying that on the 31st. I accepted them in the group because they were at my tryout.
Okay.
That was the time and date of the tryout, which can be corroborated by Alex and me, man. If one of them could please join. Alex says he's fixing his microphone.
Yeah,
No, I accepted him because he was at my tryout.
Okay. Which ones? Dreadful Winter?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, so
It doesn't explain how we went to the public stat sheet.
Sorry?
And it doesn't explain how Dreadful Winter or whoever he is went into the public stat sheet, went all the way back to the season 5 draft records, and picked the Fallen Sentinel as the account he was going to impersonate. Because no one that I know, except the higher ups like Ash and the rest of us,
I've never heard
go
of
into
him.
past drafts. No one that I know would be smart enough or would even think of doing it.
I've never even heard of who is it? Fallen
The
Sentinel?
Fallen Sentinel.
I've never heard of that
Played
player.
back in Montreal in season 5.
But
I mean,
how does
listen.
We only suspected you because you were the only one who we would think would be actually smart enough to go back and pick someone who you would fake to be.
and this is why we like this is.
But why would I
this
pick
is
somebody
why,
who's
'cause we're
not
like-
banned? If I wanted to alt, I would impersonate.
It
Roll
doesn't matter.
Blunt,
You would
who
go
was
pick
banned.
someone that we knew from the past so that we believed, oh, he's coming back.
No, I would impersonate Rolled Blunt, who was banned from Roblox, which means an alt account would make sense. If I am truly
Possibly.
as smart as I am, as you claim I am, if I were to alt, then I would choose somebody who's banned. I wouldn't choose a live player. That's dumb.
Maybe that's you, but from the point that we had, without that evidence, or without that fact, it was
Okay.
justified that we would believe that.
Why we pursued this case in the first place.
Okay, but just because man's knows spreadsheet doesn't mean it's me.
Except you live and die by the spreadsheet, so
No,
I don't know of anyone else who would actually do that.
Is it not like the first and only link in the second channel that's open when you join?
Yes, but who's going to go all the way back to season 5?
Somebody who doesn't want to get caught.
Exactly.
But what would be my motive to alting? I'm having an MVP season. Why would I want to play for a team that's not going to make the playoffs?
Possibly to help boost the Suns.
Why?
Make it a tighter race for the Spartans and Suns.
Why?
No, and the only game that player showed to, I have an alibi that Peyton himself can corroborate.
Yeah.
I got home from school, I was really tired, and I slept. From 3
Yeah,
o'clock to
actually,
6
have that.
o'clock,
have
I ate
that.
dinner, and I went back to bed. Peyton has Snapchat DMs of me telling him that I went to bed.
Yeah, because I called him gay, and he said, "I'm not even gonna deal with you right now. I'm going to bed."
Exactly. I was not on
Whatever
I was not
case-
online the computer at the
whatever
time.
case, we're dealing with the evidence that we found, and it is legit reason to believe that it is tied to you.
Okay, so
Obviously, the time to disprove that, but for the time being, this is what we had.
okay, so if Alex or Meme Man could get on and say the tryout existed, if they can say that, then there's no way you can say that I am Dreadful, because Dreadful was playing Roblox baseball at the exact same time as I was in the same game.
I was playing baseball at the same time with Jafar.
What?
It is possible.
How?
I've played on 2 computers.
I
Sometimes.
when alright, listen, this is what I did. When Jafar had a game, I'd sign him onto my computer and sign myself onto my phone and vice versa.
Yeah, they can do.
But you
And
can't. But no. I was pitching and they were hitting. That's what I'm talking about. We weren't just like there at the same time. I was pitching to them and they were hitting.
yeah, that's still easy. If you're pitching to a account you can control, then you know when the pitch is coming, so therefore you can make contact even if on mobile.
Why would I show up to my own tryout?
Eventually, I mean, I'm just gonna say this off of this, but like not necessarily you did this, but like say you just want to make it look like a alt, like not an alt account. It's a good way to do it. I'm not saying you did this. I'm just saying
No.
like as an example.
If I wanted to make a statement that I was there at the same time, I would have done it at an RBC game, not a private trial with like 3 people.
Nonetheless, none of us were at that tryout. So none of
Alex
us
was, and he's a team owner. He
None-
doesn't like me
it
either.
Does not. None of the board who was going into this case knew about
I
that
was
tryout.
there. I was in the WVM tryout, not the RBC tryout. So when Dreadful Sleep was at the not Dreadful Sleep, but Dreadful Winter was at the tryout thing.
Is that all the evidence you have, Peyton?
Yeah, that's all I got from all of y'all. Besides,
Hold on.
So your evidence
That and then
is
the fallen
basically.
sentinel denied
Sorry,
I also
what?
had.
knowing the account.
Carm, did you want to go to the Fallen thing of the confirmation?
That's just saying that
Yeah.
they're not an alt, or that they're an alt.
Yeah.
No, the thing that makes that weird is that why would Dreadful claim to be an account that turns out to be active? Just what motive is there? And the only motive is to create a justification of the alt account.
What?
I mean,
Wait,
But
Carm,
how
could
does
you
this
explain?
point towards being me? This is just saying that they're an alt.
Not even that.
Your
like,
only
we could-
connection between me and it being mine is the fact that it's on the spreadsheet, which is public. And okay, Meme Man is in the general, Dragoman.
All right, I would drag him in.
I'm personally not making the full case of tying it down to Ash because I mean, Pay's doing, like, that's what
Wait,
Pay
how
has
do
been
you
doing.
fix it?
The point I'm making is that it is an alt and that there is someone behind it, and I'm just saying that
Okay.
I'm saying that that's proving the backbone of what we're saying is that it is an alt.
Okay.
It is a confirmed
I
alt.
don't know if it's
I
Ash.
completely agree it's an alt.
It is a
I'm not saying
Yes.
it's not an alt.
Yes,
The only
but then
evidence
I'm
we
saying
had
that
was Ash. That's
Then
all we're
the-
saying. So we
Okay,
had reason to
but
believe it
does
was
that-
Ash, even though we never had definitive evidence. Based on what we had to act upon it because we can't just let this go unattended.
Then you ban the alt. You don't ban a person that you don't have definitive proof is the alt. Anyway, can we have Meme Man corroborate my claim, please?
Yeah.
So Meme Man,
Meme
on,
Man?
I don't remember the date. It was,
I
We're-
think it was like the 25th.
I think it was the day that I accepted them into the group. Regardless, was I not at the RVC training facility, giving training to you, and then after that,
Yeah.
Amazing B,
Where was the? Okay.
What?
Yeah. Finish up
Amazing
with
B,
this.
and Dreadful Winter joined. Did they not join?
Yeah, they joined.
Were they did I try out Dreadful Winter?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so we get that. When and where did you announce this tryout?
I didn't. I was literally just playing at the RVC HQ with Meme. I offered him one-on-one betting help, and people joined me. People joined me. People joined Doug. It just happens. People join.
But why out of all places, RBC training facility and just you in general?
I don't know. How would I be expected to know that? Like
Why would
literally
Dreadful-
three different people I had never heard of before joined that game. As well as like 4 or 5 RBC players.
Doug, were you trying to say something?
No, I was just gonna say why out of all the games that if he, A wasn't in RBC at that time, B that there was no public announcement, so how would he have known to join it?
I don't know.
It was tryouts.
Oh, because I was friends with them. Because I friended them at the
No, you said you friended
No,
him
yeah, you
at
said
that
you just
tryout.
friended
No, I friended him at a
tryout.
Unionport Suns thing. I friended
But you
him
said-
at Unionport.
Ash, the entire
earlier
time you were
said it was
just
the
saying,
RBC
yeah.
tryout.
No.
Entire-
No,
You
that's
said
not
you friended
true.
the tryout.
I
You just said you
said,
friended him.
I'm going to quote myself. I wrote it down. I was at Unionport and Dreadful Winter sent me a friend request. Me trying to encourage the rookie accepted it. A cool boy, a UPS player, remembers this specifically. It was at Unionport. I stated that you can go back and you can find it again. That's what I said.
Could you highlight it? Oh, I see it. Okay, I read that part. Is there... Yeah. So Doug, is there anything else that you'd like to try to point out, or
No, I have
file?
no further evidence. I don't know if there's any further defense.
I mean,
The only evidence that you have towards me is the fact that
Is
I
the
friended
timestamp
them.
and the
They
friend.
showed up to
It's
my
all-
tryout, and
the
the fact
timestamp
that
and the friend.
Yeah.
That's the two biggest things that I see.
oh, here's also did I put this in here? No, I didn't. Who did I DM that to?
I mean, your counter argument. Okay, I see this, but your counter argument isn't that strong against the.
Your argument isn't that strong.
What are you talking about?
All you have is that we were offline and online at the same time, at times that I can corroborate with
Ash.
witnesses.
I know. I'm saying I was a witness to one of those things. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the timestamp. Look at the timestamp when it says, "Look, December 31st," and look at the other thing. Look at the person when he typed up the thing when it says December 31st, Tuesday
When?
of 2019. Look at the accusation. It says 2:49, which is 3:49 Eastern, because I'm in Central. You can confirm this by going to the RBC Discord yourself and checking into
Where
it.
is the screenshot? Can I join a team?
Yeah, look at the time.
That means that
Look at the timestamp.
that gives
What?
them reason to show up to my thing because they're in the RBC Discord.
That's it. That's it,
Yes, but you
3:49.
never publicly announced that they were.
Look.
Then why did 7
3:49.
people show up?
Look at 3:49 in the Discord.
Yeah.
This is before they were accepted into the group. Which
Okay.
means they could. But Doug had just finished up accepting people into the group, as you can check the audit logs
3
beforehand.
hours
Doug,
prior.
can you please look into it?
What are you
I
telling
don't have
me
a
here?
screenshot of it, but I can go back into the log.
Yeah.
We're just saying, how would he have been invited into the Discord to know any of this?
Because the Discord is
Because
on
he
the
was
RBC
not in the
shout.
RBC group first to even
It's
get
on
the
the
link.
public shout.
Okay, explain this
That's
to me
the
as well.
RBAA Discord.
That's RBA Discord, not
And
the
the RBAA
Plus,
Discord
he
has a
to
link.
be in the RBC group to even see the link, and he was not.
I don't know.
That's the thing as well, Doug, with that type of evidence. But also,
This
but it was
isn't saying
accepted
that it's
towards
me.
you.
It's just saying that it's an alt. Again,
That's
three-quarters
why,
of your
like,
evidence is
Ash,
just saying it's an alt.
Look at the. That's what I'm just saying. Look at the timestamp thing. The timestamp shows you clearly accept. It says, look, on the timestamp, it says the time, date, and the year. And then look at this. It shows the person who accepted.
Okay.
And
I'm not saying that
profile.
I didn't accept them into the group. I've also accepted like
understand
50 other members into this group.
That was the day after.
What?
The
That was
only
the day
acceptance
after.
of that day was that.
You can check and see who invited them to the Discord using links. You know that, right?
Yep.
Then figure out who invited them.
Well, not the Discord. You can't.
Yeah,
check
you
that
can.
exact-
You can look at the links and see who joined based on what links.
JS says he can defend you somehow.
He can defend me in the fact that I was asleep during the game that he was playing.
Yeah. Do you want me to drag him in?
Sure.
Okay, but okay, hold on. If he brings up anything else with if he just decides to meme around at this point, I'm just gonna mute him. I'm not gonna even bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, JS, you can unmute yourself. I'm waiting for you.
Is he server muted still or no?
And I'm just gonna say this now. With anyone that decides to act up in general, I'm going to mute you immediately. We do not need any time for complete immaturity within general. Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm gonna mute you. There you go.
Okay,
Alright,
hey.
Garrett's here now as well.
Hi. So yes, I can verify 100% that most of the times, like for example, when the Union Port game, wherever Dreadful was at, Ash was asleep because most of the time after he comes home from school, he's asleep.
Okay.
I can verify that myself.
Alright.
I half the time find that hard to believe.
Yeah, Parker, you can bring it up yourself, the thing that you're DMing me.
Oh,
Wait, can I
so
also speak for Alex because y'all won't drag him in, or can y'all
Yeah.
drag him in?
Oh, wait.
Well,
Alex
his
sent Torn a written
wait,
statement.
Alex's mic doesn't work, so he wants to speak.
He sent
he
Torn a
wants me to
written
speak for him.
statement.
Okay. Okay, but after Torn's written statement, after the written statement, I want Parker to speak on behalf for himself, what he DM'd me.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just waiting for Alex to tell me what he wants to say.
All right, Alex, just Parker, go ahead, I guess.
Alright, so I was listening just to the whole situation. And you said that you messaged him and tried him out at the RBC facility, correct?
Yes, and he.
So it just doesn't make sense on
Oh
how.
wait, no, I figured out. Oh, you know what happened? Hold on.
What?
Wait,
Wait.
Alex is also damning me what to say.
I'm
Hold on.
confused.
Wait, is there a link in here? I invited him. I sent him the link via Roblox to the RVC server. To the
Rock
Cougars
Valley Cougar.
server.
Okay.
How is why?
Because
But,
I had
do
the
we have
trial, and I
evidence of
wanted to
this?
see if they could voice chat.
Do we have evidence of this?
Yes, I have
Okay.
evidence of him in the
Let
Cougars
me
chat. Hold
let me
on.
just
Okay, but
let me finish
here's
this.
the
This
Here's the question:
yeah.
How did he get into the RBC Discord?
He
Because
could
there's a
have
public
messaged-
link on the Discord server.
Yeah.
No, there isn't. Where?
No,
Yes,
that
there is.
there
Literally,
is.
go to the RBC
Oh yeah, there is.
Roblox server and you can find the
There
Discord
is.
server link.
I'm in the Rock Valley server.
Here's the. Where do you want me to put this?
Post it. Send it to my DMs. No,
Okay.
I'll send it to the board chat.
All right, I have what Alex wants me to say
There.
for him. Whenever you want me to
Here's
speak,
Dreadful
I will.
Winter in my RVC server. Hold on, let me see if I can get the date in there.
I'm sending it to the board chat.
Alex is continuing to type me. So whenever you want me to speak and say what Alex wants me to say, let me know. Because he's literally typing by typing each information that he wants me to say.
Okay, so what I was trying to say, so if Ash supposedly met Dreadful or Winter at a Suns tryout and then brung him to an RBC tryout, I just don't understand why it would be that Ash would try out his supposedly all at his own place for his own team if it was just gonna him being signing on the Suns.
But what if?
It does like make sense for him to have an alt that would try out for his own team if it was supposedly just gonna go to the Suns or get signed by the Suns by Crazy the day of that game. Because I have text messages from Aqua that day about an alt case that came up that Crazy signed someone for the game, which postponed the game, I think, like 20 minutes.
This whole time I was asleep.
And that was when I first figured out about the whole case, and
Hey,
it's kind of when everything erupted.
When
And
did
then
when did
all this
Crazy sign Dreadful Winter in transactions
okay.
to Union Corp?
I know before the game.
All right, I'm gonna have to move JS out real quick.
He was
he
signed on
signed.
Friday at 7:43 p.m.
While I was asleep.
When?
on Friday, which was
Okay, I'm gonna bring Squeaker in because he apparently has
31st.
evidence.
Okay, I see.
Guys, I'm bringing Squeaker in. I'm bringing Squeaker in for his thing. All right, Squeaker, there you go.
unmute him.
Squeaker. Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry, there we go. Unmuted. Squeaker, you can unmute yourself too, by the way. What's your rank? Oh, hold up. My bad. My bad. Permissions. Let me get the officials thing. Because he's an official, so I have to change everything. You no. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. All right, now you can speak. All right, there you go.
I can verify that Ash was at the training facility, and he was practicing one-on-one hitting with me, man.
Were you there?
I was there for a bit.
That doesn't account for now, though. Like, were you there the entire time to when he was there?
No. I was not there for the entire time.
Okay, then we can't really bring anything against that. We need like physical evidence proof that he was there with.
At this point, we're not sure if anyone was there.
Yeah, you kind of have to provide, proof.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, people can say they were there, but
Yeah, they don't have.
I mean, obviously, it's very hard to prove if you.
Why would I cover for Ash? If anybody,
but anyone could
me
cover
and
for
Alex-
Ash. I'm just saying. I mean,
No. I mean, why would Squeaker out of anyone cover for Ash when Ash is the reason that Squeaker is suspended and
that doesn't matter.
won't sit? a record. He won't be able to hold it. He's going to be out for 2 games in the RLCS. He's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Ash,
Like-
we understand. I mean, we just understand that, but at the same time,
Why
he
respect
wasn't there the
Ash?
entire
You
time.
guys,
Because-
okay, but you guys are exiling me based on things that could be solely coincidence. Like, Dreadful was sitting there in the stands the whole time I was training Meme Man, and I was showing Meme Man my exact hitting strategy.
Okay. So how would he pick up the hitting strategy without being either in a VC or text?
Don't ask me.
You can't just pick off how someone bats based off by solely how they look at, like looking from a distance.
It usually takes explanation, especially for a rookie.
Again, you guys are circling back to things that say he's an alt, not me.
So I have
Again,
Alex's statement. He was talking about how he sent Winter a friend request, and then Alex also brought up previous screenshots of him raging in RBC General.
Okay,
And,
but here's the thing. We have everything against it. I've already seen those, and none of that. You can send it into board chat yourself, so we can review it. But if you look at it, you can send us. You can send a friend request whenever you want, and take a screenshot. I'm just saying that right now, because I've already seen the screenshots of what he said. He showed Dreadful raging in the chat, which we can already see ourselves, which has nothing to do with the case, because it was complaining about him being apparently an alt.
How? I think you have less evidence than you had with Amazing V, and Amazing V isn't exiled.
Do what? I couldn't hear what you said, because
Yeah.
He's saying that you have
You
less
have
evidence
less-
on this than Amazing B.
Amazing he never had evidence.
Yeah.
Other than his account.
Yeah.
There is one thing against the Amazing V.
So obviously we all know that this is an alt.
Yeah, obviously it is an alt, but it's
yeah,
not me.
yeah.
So then it brings up the question of who is it?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the person who was so adamant on exiling me in the first place.
Why would Doug
Trying to
make an
cover
alt?
you. Talking about
Because
I'm
we
not
are-
the one who opened the case. Aqua
Me?
and Peyton are the ones who brought the case to me.
Maybe it's Aqua. I don't know.
Aqua brought it up in the first place to anyone, and then I had
No,
Thought it would be
it wasn't Aqua because Aqua was complaining that he was like gas.
Aqua took it. To,
Aqua's was messaging me.
You know, but
on message.
I was with Aqua when he made the initial request.
I know, I understand that, but I'm not. Hold on, let me see. Alex is telling me Ash signed Amazing
Instead of
instead of
excelling
Dreadful.
him.
Dreadful was openly yelling at Ash in game, and then went to take his anger out in RBC General. Okay, here's the thing. Do you have any? Okay, Alex is DMing me this.
I have proof from three people who were there,
Mm-hmm.
who are unassociated
Know if they
otherwise.
were actually there or not.
I have another question for that. If it was a tryout, then why was it just? How did it go from just BP to tryout?
People showed up.
I mean, I can agree that usually you'll go to practice with your guys and then randos show up and ask for tryouts.
Yeah.
I can
That's
vouch
what
for that.
happens. And that's
So they're
exactly what happened in
excellent.
that case.
So-
Alex is saying we have less evidence, even though we have a lot of evidence. We have the timestamp and Ash accepting the person in the group, and also with the same amount of time frame.
These are
being
all
brought to them.
coincidences. I literally accepted them. Okay, I accepted them. I accepted into the group because they were at my tryout,
Okay.
which can be confirmed by 3 people that happened. How is that evidence that they're my alt?
And you're excluding the fact that we have everything against that. You're saying everything is nothing. We only have one evidence thing, and that's the friend thing. But yet you keep blowing that off as well.
Because I said that I friend requested them at a UPS game, or not a game, just at Union Port, which can be
We know
corroborated
that.
by.
We know that.
Then why are you bringing them back up?
So when was
Can I
this
say-
Unionport tryout?
Can I
Do
say
we-
something?
It wasn't a
before I
tryout. I
leave?
was just at Union
Like
Port.
what was
I don't
like
remember
the
what
Unionport when was the Unionport like whole like?
I don't remember what for. I don't have a
Scenario.
perfect memory of everything. I just remember that a cool boy was there and Dreadful was there, and I was just messing around.
Can I say
Sure.
a thing before I leave?
Alex is saying I am not taking his testimony into account, yet I've already disproved everything he has had to say.
Alex just DM'd
What?
me.
Alex's only good testimony was Ash was there at that point in time.
With Dreadful
Which is-
playing together.
Yeah. Other than that, he's just trying to show me screenshots of random shit. But there's no proof of y'all in a game altogether besides like y'all being there.
2 people's testimonies? Is that not enough?
I understand that, but people can easily fake things by gathering up people. It doesn't matter.
People
whether they
can
like
also
you or not.
fake interpretations of styles, because I haven't batted lefty since season 6. I don't remember my season 6 hitting style.
You're
I've
batting
never-
lefty this season.
You're batting
Or,
lefty
I'm
every
sorry, I
fucking
haven't
game.
batted righty since season 6. Sorry, I got that confused. But it said my
Jeez.
righty batting style, which I haven't used since season 6, and even then I don't remember my style. And my pitching style of quote-unquote moving around the rubber, I have never used that style. Find film of me moving around the mound more than 3 pitches, and it doesn't exist. I've never pitched
That's
like
not-
that.
Yeah, Ash doesn't really pitch like that. I'm just.
Like,
Instead of exiling him, just take
Like-
away his rings.
I don't have
What
rings.
rings? What rings are there to take away? None, because I fucking stole them all.
What?
I stole his rings.
What? That has nothing to do relevancy with the case, Karn.
We're just talking about. Alright, never mind. Just we'll
It's
move.
not a good time for that.
It wasn't even about. It was based off something Squeaker said, but okay.
Alex is trying to say that he is still innocent. You went off 2 screenshots. It wasn't off 2 screenshots. If you can count Alex, it'd be 4, not 2.
All right, Squeaker. Thank you for
A
bringing
screenshot
your
that has
Alright.
me
thing in.
accepting
Bye-bye.
a player into the league.
Yeah.
Like right next to me accepting 5 other players into the league, indicating that I do so
On a
quite frequently.
different-
I mean, on a different day, sure, but I do accept players into the league quite frequently.
Never doubted that you accepted players. into the
Yes,
league.
and I accepted them due to the
This
fact that
doesn't
they were at my
stop
tryout.
The fact that you could easily accept your own alt into the league.
Hey, so
Okay. I could, but I didn't because it's not my alt.
so hey Ash, I had a question for you.
Yes.
So why were you at UPS again?
I don't
For what
remember.
reason?
I don't remember what I joined every RBC game for ever.
Okay, I understand, but if it was a game, did you stream that game? Because this could be valid evidence against you, like saying evidence that that person is not you. If you have a stream of that person in the game,
I already checked all of my son's streams, trust me.
okay, you did.
They're not there.
Did you watch every single stream as well?
I looked at every stream and I could never find Dreadful Winter in any game. Which is why I don't understand why you guys are saying they're never online at the same time when I've seen that like they've been online like 4 times ever.
Okay.
So you could give a list of like 30 people who they have never been on the same been online at the same time as.
I understand, but this is the time we were like looking into you and then switch off back and forth each person on Discord. That's what we're just looking at into. Not saying that like exactly. You there?
Yes.
I was making sure because your alarm keeps going off in the
I know.
back. Why does Keaton should not have gone into general? He's about to get ripped to flames. Okay. Anyway. I'm lost right now. Hold on. I got lost. What were we talking about again?
I don't
got
know, like-
Distracted by Keaton. Doug,
The
would you like to
video
say
evidence.
anything?
I have.
Oh, the
nothing
video
else to
evidence.
say.
Yeah, I need.
It's the video evidence
We-
of the sun.
At this point, if we don't have any evidence with you being with someone other than the count that I was at a WVM tryout to when I saw Dreadful Winter when you weren't, and
I
somehow
was asleep.
That
Ash, you're late out. I know.
Wait,
that.
no. When was that? When was that
the
tryout?
WVM tryout,
Yes.
it was in the early afternoon.
Of what day?
Around. It
It
was.
was prior to the game because I'm pretty.
What
Well,
day
which
of the
tri-
week? What date?
It would have been. I'm trying to think back. It was been. It had been Friday. Or no, it was. Yeah, Friday.
It was the same day as the
that-
game?
It had to have been. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
just-
went to the game, pre-game, and Dreadful was there, and that's when I approached him about who he was,
Yeah.
what his primary account was, and that's when he said he was fallen. And I asked why couldn't he access his account because I know that account's still around. He claimed that he forgot his password and he didn't know it. And then I said he could just use emails to get the password again, reset it, and he said he makes too many emails to remember.
I don't
I
make
thought
any
was
I
absolutely-
don't make any emails. I have one email and then the RBN
But
account.
it's an excuse that could easily be thrown out there, which it was.
Sure.
So it could be anyone trying to dodge that evidence.
But again,
Okay,
anyone.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Ash, hold on.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to Ash and have to say, if you looked at the past, he told me this earlier as well, and I even I acknowledged this. He said in the past how he's admitted to his previous slip ups with the chat logs and also the Jafar case that we dealt
Yes,
with.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, he fessed up to this. Like now, it seems like he's kept the consistency of telling us the truth and nothing but the truth within these past times. So I'm looking at it from his standpoint, and props to him for keeping it up with us. So I just would like to point that out and to show he like I don't know why he would be lying now if he's fessed up to it before, especially to when he knows the consequences behind being he could be exiled when we all voted on at that time. I'm just gonna give that out there. You know.
I'm aware.
So, I mean, I'm just trying to get like both sides from this. Cause I'm just the only reason why I pressed through this was because it was my job to do so, and
you
I'm
did
trying
right
to keep.
in doing it.
Okay, right,
And it was also our job to act on what we found,
right,
which is
correct.
why we did what we did.
Right. That's because I firmly believed at that point in time that was like my duty to do so, as I was given by the co-commissioners and the commissioner at that time. So I followed through with my job, and that's what I found through my this case lasted for an entire week on researching and reviewing per day. As you can see, if you remember the old chat that we had for an entire week, you remember that one, the Ash.
Yes.
I like to add that meme man it wants to come back in and he has something to say.
I don't really think that we need to add anything else.
I mean, yeah, we can. We have to because it's a defense.
Oh, I mean, from the way that you were talking, it sounded like we were wrapping it up.
Alright, meme, you're good.
Oh no, not yet.
Okay. So, a part of like my evidence, like it's not really evidence because I have no like actual proof. But I just want to say this.
Yeah.
So, okay, during the tryout, and like it was at the end, like where like Ash was deciding which one to like sign to his team. He was literally like he was literally asking those people trying out like if they were alts because he was literally saying he was saying he would get in trouble. He would get in serious trouble if he like signed an alt, right? So why would he be alt? Why would he say that and then alt? Like that's honestly stupid. Like there's no like why would he morally do that?
I mean, if I was making an alt, I would be saying these things like, "Oh, you're not an alt, right?" Or like, try to further push away the suspicion of alting
He's
as
not
much as I
pushing.
could.
No, the number
Like he
one,
was
the
accused.
number one thing that you do when you're alting is you make it seem as unlike you as possible. Because if you can create some sort of basis in which there can be a comparison,
Exactly.
that's where the problems begin. So as an alt, the number one thing that a person does is make it the complete opposite person of the main account.
Exactly.
So you're saying that evidence that this person is me is that the person is not like me.
What? No, I
Yes,
just
pretty
heard.
Basically.
I mean, I wouldn't act like myself if I was on an alt account.
So
Yeah, I
that
don't-
means
Yeah,
that this
but that
person
doesn't
could be
mean you're an
literally
No,
anybody.
that was pointless information in the sense of
Okay.
it-
Hey, guys, this is actual. Look at Dreadful Winter's status on Roblox.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Alright.
About it.
It says sup RBM stream.
Yep. So it means it is someone within the league itself.
It's with it. I would say it's most likely.
Police staff?
No.
If I had to take one wild guess, I would say it's probably Spartan.
wait, where are you guys seeing this from?
If we look at the most troll of the league,
No, it'd be
Yeah.
Flacco.
Mm.
Wait, what do you guys?
Flacco's not in the he's not. He's nowhere to be found in any of the
Wait.
calls.
Who is viewing the stream? We can actually.
No, I
check
know
the
who it is.
cast.
I know who it is. I think it's like Jack Advisor because like he's like in all of these like Star Wars like army groups.
No.
It has to be
I
Jack
don't
Advisor.
believe It's Jack Advisor. I tried him out earlier and he was nowhere as good as you say he is.
Who's Jack?
Guys, can you see who is currently viewing the stream?
I
How-
don't have access to that.
Ash has that. Where are you
You
seeing?
cannot
Well, you
view
can set a
you
picture
cannot
of
view
where-
who's in the stream. It just tells you that there's 16.
Where are you guys seeing Dreadful's status?
Yeah, it's.
You go
on
to their
his
thing.
Roblox profile page.
Oh,
You go to his
I've
page.
been logged into my Roblox account this entire time.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've been watching
And
the
like,
status.
my literal dad is sitting behind me, and he can tell you that. I'm not joking.
Can we have a
You want to talk to my dad, Parker?
no?
Okay, then
Over.
take my word.
Okay, so actually at this point, since I'm okay, that just gave us definitive proof it's not Ash because I've been watching.
Thank
this-
you. Can I leave now? Never mind.
Yeah.
That
No,
okay.
it still has to be voted on. What?
I guess, but
I mean, yeah,
Well-
we need the quote unquote official vote. Gotta be professional.
Okay,
You need to create the vote.
I need to. Yeah, let's do a vote.
All right, Doug, you make it.
No, Parker second.
Okay.
Do it in the voting. Do it in the voting section. Okay. Here's the thing. What I don't get. If we just looked into it, it shows clearly that that's not Ash at all. However, we do need to see who has been watching the videos, and
Yeah.
we need to.
there's no way to see who's watching YouTube videos.
We don't. Not
All right,
YouTube,
all right, look.
But for sure,
At the end of it, we can. Are we able to? Oh no, you can see who's watching it. What do you
How?
mean?
How? You
All right, you click the
can
three
see
dots
chat.
on. You click the three dots on the chat, or the participants.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Oh, there's
Oh.
VX Alex, who's Jelly. All
Alright.
Cine Boyo, Bag, Jelly Prod,
For all we know, he could
MPT
have left.
Pyro,
the
and
vote
more.
Alright.
now.
So
Yeah.
here, first we have broken bag.
But it doesn't. They didn't put anything in the stream chat.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah. It's only the people who's
Yeah,
who have talked in the
there's one,
chat.
2, 3, 4. There's 7 people in the participants. Can you hit that? And then there's 17 people.
All right, the voting is
who's
up.
Viewing.
All right.
I will check right now and see if you can on your mobile device you can change your status. Most likely you can,
Parker, I
but
would.
I will check that right now.
Um,
I will also screen record on my phone, so to make sure
Of
that
course,
it's
got it.
completely valid.
Ash, but you
Yes.
should see if there's a way to see the people that did view the stream.
I'm trying, but I don't think there's any way to because
Actually,
they could be
hold on.
logged out.
You
If
can
they're not
change your
logged in,
status. through
if
your
there's
phone.
not logged in, then there's absolutely no way to prove or
Chase.
to see who's on. Unless you did a super illegal thing and trace their IPs, which I have no means of doing. The person I'm supposed to be.
Hey, Ash, could you do you have any way of screen recording or showing on the stream,
What?
like typing in D into the username?
Say that
Field.
again?
Could you go into Roblox? Could you show us a part of the thing?
What? Like you want me to log out and then hit it in the username box?
Yeah, log out, go into the username box, and just,
Okay.
like, press D. I just need this for.
Here.
Uh,
I'll put
because
Okay, so I'm logged out, see? Log in.
it's already on
D.
live stream. Yeah.
Nothing.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna keep on Dreadful Winter's account.
I am too, I'm refreshing it.
If anything,
That proves itself. Okay, so Doug, I'm gonna bring up to the fact when you said to not reinstate his board powers. I'm not. I don't think I should vote on that because it shows at this point in time that he had done nothing wrong. There, I think, well, based on what we have seen and the person putting on Hello RBN when Ash has no ability to sign in with that account because he doesn't have the automatic field, and you could see before he didn't delete his cookies because the other accounts were already there, still instilled to logging in, to which he's already said those other accounts are from previous times when he's been using them for RBN.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ark, it doesn't matter because he like the way because on the games that he played, I checked those things. He's been able to play. It has to be computer-based games only. To which I'm pretty sure Ash didn't make the RVC. Hey Ash, could you check the RVC facility? Is it mobile-based or is it like can you play with mobile?
You can play
I
with
don't
mobile
know.
in all the games.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
set
check-
it to default. I'm not sure.
Ash, will you send me the link? I will
Our
check that right now.
Default is computer.
Sure.
It's not.
Send me the link through Discord and I will
I
join it.
didn't
All
enable anything. I just left
Okay,
it random.
so
Who is
yeah,
telling
'cause-
me to send them the link?
Parker.
yeah, if it's
Here, let me
okay,
look.
think about. Let me ask you something. If
Yes.
if it is set to default, that means there is not a mobile ability to play. You have to enable the mobile part itself, to which means someone on a computer had to have done that, which further proves that Ash is innocent.
As my Roblox is being gay on my phone. Cannot sign in.
Wait, would you say that further provided evidence that it wasn't Ash?
The way it proves it's not Ash is because once we see the game,
Does someone want to join the actual RVCS facility?
Yeah, I'll join you.
I can join on my phone.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, I didn't change anything. But regardless, this is one piece that I'm not getting out of like the 20 that just popped up. So.
okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, when it's set to a default on a game, you cannot join on mobile unless you have enabled mobile usage. Into which I just checked the game and it's not.
Okay.
Rowdy, it doesn't matter. Like, I just checked the live stream chat. It says you can choose to turn the key passwords off, but that is not true. You would have to still see because there's other accounts that were already saved to the thing, and yeah.
I haven't logged into my AJ Schlem account in like months on my computer. So.
Right. And it's still there. So. And it's still there to log into.
Mm-hmm. Which means I have not cleared my cookies. Which means, had I logged into Dreadful Winter on my computer, it would have popped up. How's the vote going?
I haven't voted yet because
People need to vote.
I'm waiting.
Well, I don't know what Parker voted.
I'm not gonna vote yet until I.
AJ, what's holding you back from voting green check?
To what I've seen, green means he's staying, but he doesn't get bored back.
Yeah, alright, yeah, we'll just say green. Green means return, no board powers. Red, means reject the proposal as a whole, and we'd have to rewrite something. I'm just curious why. I see. Alright.
I don't believe he should be removed from board because this shows he really did nothing wrong. He was proven guilty, but he was proven guilty at first, but you still have to go through the trial process. So which means he wasn't. Yeah, what's up, Art?
Yo, I don't mean to rush you guys, but like we still have other things that we need to vote on outside of this.
Yeah, there's still a whole nother topic to go about.
Yeah.
Like
Just
what?
the entire board meeting itself.
Yeah. We'd have to get rid of that, but I also don't believe that I should be removed from board because he necessarily didn't do anything wrong. If Doug, if you're saying that what you're saying that you'd be like opposed to him saying something, it wouldn't be that hard to keep it down, or like if he does start stuff, then it would be that hard to remove him from the board for toxicity.
Just put me on board probation like you did last time. Back when I actually did something wrong.
Board probation means you're on the board, but you don't have any real power. I'm just giving out that possibility because he really didn't do anything wrong this time at all. Because we just proved it by that one account, and he has nothing. He has no connection to the account at all, which means he shouldn't be really against this. We shouldn't really have this case against him right now at this point in time. We proved him guilty at first, but when you go through the trial process and we have that pop up out of nowhere, that automatically proves him not guilty to any point of standard.
I'm not
We had
saying
to-
he's
we-
guilty anymore because obviously
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, okay, so I understand that, but there's no reason to have him fired from the board or step down from the board for now because we
I
can
mean,
still
I'm
continue
fine with him
to-
keeping.
I don't mind him on the board, but we can also like talk about it more because we also need the board meeting to go through. Because
I wouldn't add him back yet. That's just
Yep.
me.
for what reason? Just to get your idea.
Yes.
Do what?
Yes. For what I had stated earlier.
For this, okay, for the reason I understand that, but like still, because he clearly didn't do anything wrong. So like, if this had never happened,
Look, we
Then
can
what
talk
would
about it during the board meeting once everyone's gone.
Yeah, I say
Okay.
I say
okay. So what's the
that
final? So I would say now, Ash, get ready to end the stream. Final verdict is not guilty. You will not be charged with your crimes. You will not be exiled. We will go through the board process.
Cool. Good luck finding who actually did it.
all right.
Yeah, right.
So I can end it now.
You
Yeah.
can, but
Alright.
we're gonna need you to stay in the BC.